has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 78 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game. Blues kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And the Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. You talk about this Jets defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Cook up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's Davis on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left goes Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 49-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. McCord. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
McCord's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Alec Pierce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Looking to throw. McCord. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. McCord. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Cook. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the 1st half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect 1st half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here is third down and 4.
319.
Allen going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McCord. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Jets.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Paul want to give up the middle. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Jets, 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. James Cook running back out now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow
it got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. McCord. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's across midfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before break. McCord. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion right is Wilson. Operating from the gun. McCord. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple in that.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. McCord. This is Smith to the ground. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Straight ahead is Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McCord. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCord. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Sanders. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run it again here with Davis. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Allen going to run with it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
26-yard line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Up the middle to Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Davis fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And an 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Sanders able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the Bills are going to recover. And shedding a man at the 40. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A 1st down carry for Davis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. It's caught by Coleman. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards. And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
60 vices.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
It's a gain of 18.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun, McCord. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCord. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down to a knee. And the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
19.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Jets will take over.
So the Jets now down by 13, 25 seconds remaining. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Looking to throw. McCord. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
19,
out of the gun now on 3rd down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
27.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Williams from the gun. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. Great job taking down that ultimate team challenge. Don't relax yet, though. There's always another one to take on. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Get it. 19.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Very good. You took on that challenge and picked up the victory. Pick out another one to tackle and build yourself a winning streak.
Alert! Alert!
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Come on. Hey.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Hold the ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wrap up.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Richardson. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. Now Richardson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. He's going to have this one down to the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
This is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
And that does it for that challenge. You picked up the victory. Keep things going. There's more out there to overcome. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. This is Ridley working the right side. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That one hits for 30. And that's a Falcon first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Working on first down. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. Short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Set hard. 551, 551, 12 go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. Couldn't pull out the win that time, but you can replay this as many times as you need. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking in the air here. He's got Smith again. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Nice job beating that ultimate team challenge. If you left any stars out there, you can always replay it to pick them up. Or if you got them all already, find a new challenge to tackle.
Ready. Now Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Falcons first down.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. They'll take this down to the 23. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
2nd and 6.
They run it here with Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. Space pass for 35. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
All right, you picked up the win. Nicely done. So what's next for you? Replay a challenge, pick a new one, or just get your rewards?
They'll run with Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down. Raheem Morris now will send out the field goal unit. Anderson's kick is good. And the Falcons have tied it at 17. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Vick. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
18. And the Falcons 1st down.
Vick going to look to throw. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Vick now after the fumble recovery. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Vick. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
70, Hawk 70.
Here's Vic. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 47 yards. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Viking 18. Go.
To throw is Vic. A throw there on 2nd. First and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Now, Vic. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they miss.
That one going to be intercepted in the end. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now, Vic. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A gain of 24 yards.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. He's got it at the 3. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Robinson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Now he loses the ball. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play. But it'll stay with them after the interception. And that is how you take down a challenge. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Collins, the receiver, in motion left. 1st and 10. Around to Mixon. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun now, 1st round. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 8 yards.
On the quick, right?
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Great job taking down that ultimate team challenge. Don't relax yet, though. There's always another one to take on.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Vick. Complete Ridley on the reception. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons first
To the air. It's Vick. He'll again get it to Ridley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Vick. This throw right side taken in by Ridley. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
6 yards.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
And goal to go.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Chad Johnson, touchdown Atlanta. They'll begin with a throw by Vic. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Morton Anderson to kick off.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here comes 2nd down.
Darnold sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pass caught left side by Fant. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Vic gonna throw to start this drive. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 90 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons go up by 7. 28-21.
Seahawks 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. To return, it's Steven Sims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Sam Darnold sacked. A loss of 8
Now
yards.
or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Here we go.
We'll see how they want to play this. Up big, they begin with 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.